Hello everyone, this is the starting grid from the Daytona 500. I'm your host, Jonathan Merryman, here with Chris Rice from Colleague Racing. Chris, we're in between two cars who have won this race before. Combined, they have 10 Daytona 500 wins. But we're going to start off talking about guys who have to start the Daytona 500 in the rear of the field. How big of a deal is it that several big-name drivers are starting the race towards the back?
Well, it's huge. I talked about it in the preview show. Your car is going to have to handle to be able to run well today. And I'm telling you, you need those stage points. We watched Martin Truex Jr. win the championship in 2017, and I give a lot of credit to all the stage wins he had getting him that championship in 2017.
One guy who has to start towards the rear of the field is Austin Dillon. Here's what he had to say about being buried so deep early on in the race.
Well, you just got to take your time, pick your battles at the beginning of the race. Stage points are obviously always key, but we want to get position when we can. The main goal is to hoist the trophy at the end of the day here at Daytona, even more than points to me. So we'll be smart and take our time and just kind of look at it from the back, obviously, because we're starting back there. And if you see opportunity, you go after it. If you don't, you just hold off and wait till that opportunity comes to you.
All right, Chris, that's what Austin thinks, and you alluded to handling a little bit earlier. What's it going to be like towards the back of the field with all that dirty air from 39 cars if you're starting in that rear spot?
Well, I'm telling you, it's hot, and it's going to be tough because we watched Daniel Suarez get loose in the pack. Just all of a sudden, his car get loose, and it turns sideways. I'm telling you, with all that air on your race car like it's doing, you never know. You might spin out. Jimmy Johnson done it in the duels. You never know what can happen, and you do not want to be in that big one. You want to gain some points coming out of the Daytona 500.
All right, it's time to put our money where our mouth is. I know you're going with Ryan Blaney. I'm going to pick Brad Keselowski to win this race, but NASCAR Fantasy Live, something new this year, the garage pick, a little bit of insurance for you. So who's your insurance policy here?
Fastest car in final practice. I know it doesn't mean that much at Daytona, but I'm going with the famed 43 and Bubba Wallace. I feel that he's going to have a great year, and I do feel this race is going to show the talent he has and all of his race team. They've done a lot over the wintertime, and he's going to show the field that he is here to contend each and every week.
My guy has wrecked everything he's been in down here in Daytona so far, except for his third backup car he's in right now. Jimmy Johnson has 2 Daytona 500 wins. I think he's a good insurance policy to have for this race.
It's going to be a great race. I'm telling you, Daytona 500, I love it. The first race of the year, we're ready to go.
Chris, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you watching, and make sure you log on to NASCAR.com for everything you need to know throughout the race.